anyone have a little bit of deja vu? We've been here before. The League Two playoff semi-finals. Exeter last year. We squeaked through that. Forest Green this year. The most unlikely of turnarounds in our season. Somehow we were able to drag ourselves from 22nd to 5th in the space of 4 months. At the beginning of February, we were in 19th, I think. At the beginning of January, we were 22nd. And through sheer grit and determination, and finally the ball starting to go into the back of the net for us, we just started scoring more goals. I don't think the adjustment in AI shot error really had that much of a say. We just started to bag some goals. And that made a big difference. The team are growing well. And we should get ourselves promoted this season. Should. Forest Green, we've beaten them once this season. We've lost to them once this season. And they've had a game against us voided as they couldn't field a full team once this season. I imagine they will be able to field a team this time around. Now, we've got Swindon and Bradford on the other half of the draw. Swindon we were trying to chase down at the end of the season. In the end, it didn't matter against them with regards to the top three. We did beat them 1-0 last time we played them. I'm looking for Bradford as well here. That's Bradford there. We drew 1-1 against the Bantams. What were the other results against them earlier this season? We won 2-0 against Bradford. And against Swindon, lost by 2-0. So, Bradford, in theory, would be the preferred final opponents. But we've got to get there first. And we know from last year's experience, not always straightforward to win the semi-finals of the playoffs. Again, if we get through to the final, we're premiering this one on YouTube. We will premiere the final tomorrow if we get through. If not, we will premiere episode 1 of season 3 tomorrow. If we don't get through. But Abadia is up top. Alongside Adabieja with Ngoy on the left. That's a change we've made purely for these playoffs. Meaning we do have a Mechi available on the bench should we need some extra pace from the area. I've had to call up all of the youngsters as they all asked to leave. So Clark is up. He was already up. 5-star weak foot, 3-star skills. We've also got Robinson, 3-star weak foot, 4-star skills. He's quick-ish and obviously hopefully will grow quite well. Can play on either side of midfield. Clark is just the right mid. Evans can play on either side of the back four. However, he's only got 1-star skills. I will use the live editor and up that to 3, as we're doing with everybody that unfortunately comes out with 1-star skills from the Youth Academy. He's quite quick as well, but obviously needs a lot more work technically. Although his dribbling is actually quite decent for his age and his overall rating. Obviously his tackling is vastly needing to be improved. Then there's Wright. Now I was going to manually change him to centre-back because he's 6'6", and obviously in the Youth Academy it only shows you one position. I called him up and he was already listed as right-back and centre-back. Bing! Superb! Thank you very much. So we have ourselves another centre-back option. Of course, we're getting Fitzwater in at the end of the season as well, so we don't need to worry about the centre-back role for the foreseeable future. That's not an area we will ever really need to improve in. Again, I hope dynamic potential should take over. Wilson, he can play left-back, centre-back or right-back, and has 5-star skills. So even though his pace wasn't that good, and we said at the time when we called him up, left-back with that pace, it's not really that amazing, but he can play anywhere in the back four. So another win-win. That means we'll probably sell Norville Williams, unfortunately for him. He's going to see his time at the club. He cut short thanks to the emergence of these guys. Harry Darling is still here, though, obviously. And Conceição, we will keep him. We will keep Conceição. He's unhappy at the minute. I presume it's because of playtime. But at the minute, everybody else is buzzing. So let's hope that we can keep that positive feeling and take our great form, minus the defeat against Ipswich, into the playoff semi-finals. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Let me know your predictions in the comment section and in the preview chat as well as you're watching here. I'm going to say 2-1 Cambridge first leg win, 2-0 Cambridge second leg win. I'm confident. But let's not get too carried away. We were confident against Exeter and we had to end up on penalties at the end of the second leg. So, one game at a time. Adam Smith in goal for them. Joseph Mills is on a yellow, so if he gets booked, presumably he'll miss the second leg. Kevin Dawson wearing the armband. 4-1, 4-1 for them with Collins up top leading the line. If we can get Mills booked, brilliant. That would weaken them for the second leg. We didn't even get to play them the second time in the league, obviously, because they had to forfeit. Let's see what we can do when we actually have to play them. I take a 3-0 win here again, if we can. But we were gifted that last time. We will not be gifted a result on this occasion. He's going to go out wide here to Grubb. Back inside quickly to Collins. Winchester, he scored against us last time we played Forest Green. I remember that. Adams into Winchester. Oh, great touch by Bernard. Good interception by Collins. It will fall 3. Could they have come any closer to an opening goal? Oh my, why have you played that back there? I tried to play that round the corner to Brown. Don't. After the let-off of them missing the first opportunity. Wow. And breathe. Jesus Christ, Forest Green. Could you make my heart beat any quicker in the opening 5 minutes? Wowzers. And Goy, make the run, please. That didn't quite go according to plan, but we've kept possession. And we'll go again. Brown, forward to Maris. They're really playing some high-pressure stuff here. Abadia, he's got the acceleration to go. I have a funny feeling he might have full 99 pace stats sooner rather than later. He's just growing so well. Maris looking to burst into the box. We'll look for Abadia again, but I can't find him. Maybe I should have gone solo with Maris there. But we've won the ball back again. And Maris inside to Brown. You guys are still absolutely loving. Adebayo, unfortunately, tackled. Oh, dearie me, what an entertaining opening 20 minutes. This could be one hell of a two-leg tie. Leon Davies. Inside to Maris. There's Abadia. We'll go all the way out to Ngoy. Maris through that gap. Abadia's with me here. There is Adebayo. Oh, I was just trying to squeeze that to Abadia and couldn't get it through. Maris from the edge of the box. Oh! Onto the post via the goalkeeper's palm. So very nearly a wonderful goal for George Maris. That was flying towards the back of the net, and that's a brilliant save. A wonderful save. We'll whip this towards... Oh, my God. I've forgotten to take Cano off corners again. I am literally the worst career mode YouTuber of all time. Maris for a second time. Over the bar. How do I keep forgetting to do that? Jesus Christ. What a waste of space I am sometimes. 0-0 after 26 minutes. Adams cross here to Bernard. Oh, nearly intercepted by Maris this time. Tom Brown is chasing the ball all over the field, but can't seem to get hold of it again. Cano does well, but brilliant interception from Collins, the striker there. And Winchester's gotten past me, and he's got options in the middle. That pull back was the obvious, and Cano's in the way, thankfully. Just wanted to try and cover that near post area because that's where the ball was probably going to fly. Noyle with a nice interception and out quickly to Davis. And Abadia has offered his support short. And Leon Davis can burst in behind. Now hopefully Abadia will kick into the next gear and try and get away. We've got options here. Oh, Maris has held his run beautifully and will take a heavy touch. Oh, hopefully to wrong foot the defender. That hasn't quite worked, unfortunately. He read me well there, Rawson. Both sides giving as good as they've gotten so far, but neither side willing to budge at the back. Nice block by Cano a moment ago, and we look like, after hitting the woodwork each, we will end the half at 0-0. Adebayo across here to George Maris. Abadia, oh, he looked like he was going to make the run through and didn't, but it's fallen straight back to Maris again. Abadia is making the run this time, and it's a nice turn. Oh, it is about finding the right pass, Martin Tyler. You're right. There's Maris. Brown. Adebayo is there available. Out of his feet. Worth the try, but comfortable for the keeper. Oh, he's got it back from Dawson. And Goy trying to outmuscle him. He did do that well, but still they come forward down this left-hand side. Bernard will look for Dawson again. Moves Page tucked in to try and stop them getting through the middle. And Collins in the way to deny them getting around the outside. Corner for Forest Green at the beginning of the second half. 10 minutes played in this second period. Mitov taps that away. Maris will just make sure. Adebayo. Oh, I was trying to play that back to Maris there, but he just didn't have the strength to hold the defender off, frustratingly. I would have hoped Adebayo would have had the strength. He is a big boy. Here's Collins. Oh, the little back heel's done me. Cano challenge. Well up. Noyle and Cano underneath that. Thankfully, one of them got to it. Oh, Forest Green pushing as we did at the end of the first half. It was a very even half. Possession split 52-48 and 3 shots with 2 on target each. And a post, a woodwork hit each 2. Collins has gone back to Adams there. Back to Collins again. Lovely block by Maris. Falls back to him, but a simple save for Dimi Mitov. Unorthodox way to get it through there, but never mind. It did get through. And Brown forward to Maris. We'll spread it out wide. Come on, make the run down the line. Julian. Adebayo's made a run off him. And he's taken his stride beautifully. And we've got options in the middle here. It's just a case of whether we can find any of them. I'll look for Ngoy. It's going to come to Maris. Come on, George. He's done brilliantly to get up to it. And he's tried the right thing to head it down into the ground. But he's done it too well. Maris can count himself so unlucky not to have a goal so far in this game. Bernard through the gap nicely. Adams, oh, little back heel. Oh, he's taken it early. He's rushed the shot there. They needed a little bit more composure from their front man on that occasion. I haven't yet made any substitutions in this game. Come on, Julian. Come on, Julian. He's turned well. Maris! Oh, he just will not go in for him. Abadia trying desperately to get away from all of the defenders back there. Cano's done really well. Brown will nod that down to Ngoy. Abadia. Oh, good footwork. And it's Maris again. Maris again. No, the defender closes him down before I can get the shot away. Oh, Jesus wept. I'm not going to be making any subs in this game. Everybody, to a man, has played spectacularly well. But it does look like it's going to be a 0-0 draw. Unless Forest Green do something here. Which hopefully they won't. How many minutes are going to be added on at the end of the game? I'm not sure. Maybe just 2. Maybe 3. It is just 2. And here they come. Freer. Good block by Collins, but it will be a corner. Oh, God. A corner to Forest Green. In the final 30 seconds of leg number 1. Winchester to take it. And delivers it well. The header from Mikulski's off the bar. And no, not properly away. And Mills. Jeez. It was in slow motion as the ball was looping over Dimi Mitov. And dropped at the last. Off the bar. Down just the right side of the line as far as we're concerned. And away by the defender. Is there the opportunity to see that again? There isn't. Either side could have won that. Either side could have scored 2 or 3 goals. Gah! Jeeps. A 0-0 draw in the first leg. We'll clinch it back at the Abbey is what we'll say. We'll have to clinch it back at the Abbey. We're in this together and we'll go again. It was a really tight contest today. What was your overall impression of the game? I can understand the team's frustrations, but they will have just as many frustrations as us. They were so good in that game, as were we. That was a really, really lively game of football. Not sure. All right, can we train Abadia's finishing? Get it up. It is up with an A. It's up to 47. It's up to 48 even. And he is up to 64. And Abayejo growing as well. Superb. Now, the second leg is only a couple of days away, unfortunately. Liam O'Neill has been sold to St. Gallen. He's leaving us at the beginning of the new season. Liam O'Ranieri will not be a Cambridge United player anymore. Bradley Murphy is the only player left here in the youth setup now, as he's 14 and I can't call him up. Hopefully he'll continue to grow. We are going to have to, well, rotate quite heavily for this game. We can play in the full black. We'll play in our home kit. Thankfully, we've rested players like Amechi, who can come in. Conceição will get the start ahead of Maris, who, to be fair, if I could, deserves to play that the game from the start. But I just can't do it. Now, do I put Clark in? He's got the pace, but does he have the technical ability? I don't think so. Luke Hannon for Noyle, and we'll move Davis to right back. Noyle can still come off the bench. Actually, Dunk can start for Page as well. And I am going to have to make a change up top. Abadia is going to have to come out and Nibs will go in. And, well, Andy, you were massive for us in a previous game towards the end of the season. I might need you to do that again. Jesus. I'm quite happy with the two centre-backs as they are. Well, Liam O'Neill might have a parting part to play in this. And that is how we'll line up for this second leg. Right. All or nothing in the second leg again. Forest Green. That looks pretty similar. Oh, Dale Grubb started the last one, I think, didn't he? They brought Mikulski and Marsh off the bench. Yeah, Stokes at left back this time. Mills has been moved into midfield. Alright, 0-0 last time, but back in front of our own fans. And hopefully with a slight stamina advantage in most areas on the pitch. If they're playing a very similar 11, then fingers crossed we can get the job done. Lifted nicely. Dawson's in behind, but Harrison Dunk should have the pace to get there. Which he hasn't had. Davies flicks away nicely from right back. Luke Hannant will pick it up. Even though he's a left mid, Luke Hannant, he is right-footed, so he still will suit that right-hand side of role in midfield. And Amaechi's left-footed, so he'll suit that role too. Come on, Io. Harvey Nibs in the middle. What is he doing? Has he gone for a slide tackle there? Why was that the animation that it gave me when going for a shot? Don't understand. Adebayo has gone again, and Conceição will find him. And Adebayo, no mistake. He's magic, you know. Cambridge 1, Forest Green 0. The man that was top goal scorer for us and for the league last year, who struggled to get going this year, but ended the season strong, bags again. Could be a very important goal in the context of the two legs, Martin Tyler. We lead at home. Well, Stokes, freer again. Nice tackle by Luke Hannant. And Nibs away. Hannant's not the fastest, so I'm not going to be able to race away from anyone here, but hopefully we can find the right pass. We did, it's just that Nibs couldn't get there. The nerves are real. They're always real in the playoffs. In 2008 and 2009, if you recall me mentioning it last season, Cambridge United lost back-to-back playoff finals. I do not want to replicate that in this save, but as you guys know, there is no bullshitting in this save, or on my channel. There is no cheating on my channel. If I don't make it and we lose this game, or back-to-back playoff finals again, we will spend a third year. Oh, come on. How's he been able to block that? We will spend a third year in League 2. Win that header, please. Collins does well. Up we go, Conceição. He's not won it. Straight, thankfully, at Mitov. That could have gone anywhere. Winchester to deliver the corner. From that far side, the man just ran short there, number 17. He distracted me, but Cano's managed to get a decent clearance out. Winchester away. Cano up again. God, I'm so glad we have 6'5" of a centre-back there. Really does come in handy, Cano. And I hope he's going to grow into a very good player for us long-term as well. Nathan Collins and hopefully Winchester, hopefully Fitzwater, when he comes into the team as well, will do the same. And we've got youngsters to back them up too. We could be building a very capable side here for the next 2 or 3 seasons to take us up at least as far as the Championship over the course of, hopefully, the next 2 seasons. But it may take longer than that. Oh, I was looking for Nibs. I'm not going to get it to him. He's going to try and get to it, but Freer is going to come away with the ball. I'll have that though. Thank you. Well done, Leon. 5 minutes to go in this first half. We still hold that slim lead. And as we always say, feel like I'm going to need 2 if we're to make sure. Good save again by Mitov. They're going to take this one short. Freer to Mills. He's the man on the yellow. I don't know what he's done there, but Amaechi will say thank you very much. And away we go. And you're not catching him. Not when he gets going. I've got 2 in the middle. 2 in the middle. Poke it. It's Conceição. Oh, it's a big save, but it's fallen straight back to him. Alex Conceição. Yeah! 2-0! That could be the goal that sees us back to Wembley. That could be the goal that sees us back to Wembley. If there are any Brazilians or Portuguese people watching right now, by the way, do let me know. It was mentioned in the comment section a couple of days ago, and I haven't Googled it yet. With the accent over the A of Conceição, is it Conceição or is it Conceição? Do let me know. Do let me know in the comment section. Is it Sao or Siu? I'm not sure how to pronounce that because of the accents on the C and the A. I initially thought it was Conceição, but do let me know in the comment section. I will have a Google to see if I can find a similar name to find out how that's pronounced. But Alex, the Brazilian, may well have just sealed our fate for getting through to the playoff final in back-to-back seasons. 2-0 at half-time. Hold tight. Adams. Really got nicely to Mills. Just turned me well there. I pushed him with a matey and he's left me standing. Dawson to Shepherd. To Dawson to Shepherd. Into the middle. Away by Cano. Drops to Dawson. Finds Mills again. Trying to get it off him here. Really well done by Conceição. Or Sao. However you pronounce it. And thankfully Cano's spared my blushes there because the pass from Alex was awful. Adams. Out to Shepherd. Oh, it's really well worked. I'm in a good position here. This should be, but isn't. Thanks to Nathan Collins. 2-1. It was Collins versus Collins. And Collins came out on top. Goal kick for Collins. Oh, great header. And Harvey Nibbs is through. Come on, Harvey. Oh, please. Game over. I'm sorry, Forest Green. Step too far. We are going to Wembley again. Enjoy it, Cambridge United fans. Oh, I got lucky there, but Nibbs did well to get away. And when he was away, he made sure. Clinical. That's what you want from a striker. It isn't necessarily first team. Making the difference, Harvey Nibbs. And to be fair, if we decide not to go to get Ngoy back, then Nibbs might find himself starting with Abadia being a backup. Considering Abadia's finishing isn't quite all that yet. And still needs some training. We'll wait and see. I'll wait for your feedback. But moving forward, we have ourselves plenty of time here to just stay defensively solid. He says as he gives away the ball in his own box, but doesn't concede a goal. And ensure we get this win. I said 4-1 on aggregate, basically, over the course of 2 legs. It still could be 4-1 in just this one game. We are yet to concede the 1, but we've scored 3 of the 4. And Nibbs is in again here, and we could be scoring the 4th of the 4. I'm going to drill it towards the middle. It's not the best of balls. Hannon should win this header, and he has, but it's not going to reach a Cambridge United man. Let's make a change. Let's give those players that need a rest a rest. Mills, nice tackle by Harrison Dunk. And ever itching to get forward in the attack as well. And that's a lovely touch by Victor. And he's away here, Adebayo. And he could go all the way. He's going to go all the way. Adebayo, there's a 4th. No mistakes. He's magic, you know. We've got Adebayo. 4-0. A rout. Too much for Forest Green here. And he's going off now, Adebayo. And breathe. Forward to Collins. Around the corner. Grub to Collins. Adams again. Forest Green going to get their 1. Mills. Or it's deflected, I think, off Taylor. It will be a corner. Is my aggregate score prediction actually going to come true? Winchester with the delivery. We get rid, please? Oh, well up, Mitov. The temptation to just score an own goal so that they get... So that I get my accurate prediction is very tempting, actually, but I won't do it for the morale of the players. 4-0 to Cambridge United at home against Forest Green, and it's really, really clear on that display who deserved to go through. After the first leg, to be fair, the scoreline flatters us. I felt like we had the better chances, but to win by that margin is probably unfair on Forest Green on the balance of both legs. Oh, take it though. 2 goals from Adebayo. Coming up big when we needed him again. We can do even... No, it's time to focus. Time to focus on the final, I think. Shepherd was good for them, but we just played our game. And thankfully, the changes we made the difference. The final isn't too far away, frustratingly. What I do need to do, what I forgot to do in the last game as well, is to put Maris on corners and take Cano off it. There you go. I remember to do it. It just took another extra game. Now, please let everybody be... Oh, finally, a transfer offer for Bennett. Brown is going... He's valued at 11 million. What the shit? His potential must have flown up. Bennett. Sam Bennett from Bury. Yes, it's minimal, but I'll take it. I'll take anything for Bennett, because he's not going to play for me. Ever. Sorry, pal. Are we all fit for the playoff final? There or thereabouts. There or thereabouts. It will be Cambridge United versus Bradford at Wembley tomorrow. Now, just to refresh our memory, against Bradford earlier on in this season, we drew 1-1, and I believe it was a 2-0 win in the previous game. It was. We have the previous track record against Bradford. They were a side that were nearly relegated last season, now find themselves at Wembley. We were nearly relegated this season, but find ourselves at Wembley. We shall save it there, and I will see you for the live premiere of the League 2 playoff final tomorrow. Oh my God. We got to go through it again. Let's win this time around. I'll see you tomorrow.